Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss the basic concept of demand, and further we are also going to discuss the various assumptions and the reasons for downward sloping demand curve. Now let us first understand the basic meaning of demand and also the difference between demand and quantity demanded. So, if we talk about demand, it is basically the quantity the customers are willing to purchase at a given price. Okay. When we talk about quantity demanded, it is that quantity which the customers actually buy at a given price. So, what is the difference? Demand is the willingness, whereas quantity demanded shows the actual purchase. Okay. Now, let us talk about the law of demand. See, it was basically given by Sir Dr. Alfred Marshall in one of his books in the year 1890. So, what did he say? He basically said that there is an inverse relationship between the price and the quantity demanded, meaning when the price of a commodity goes up, its demand will automatically go down and vice versa, right? So law of demand basically shows us the inverse relationship between the price and the quantity demanded. Now let us understand the various assumptions uh, regarding the law of demand. See, there are certain things which are kept constant in economic concepts. Okay, so the first one is the income of the consumer, right? It says that due to price only, the demand of a commodity changes. There is no other factor which will change your demand. For example, if my income increases by a certain percentage, then it will be assumed that it is only due to the price that our demand has changed, not due to the income change. Okay. Then price of related goods like substitute goods and complementary goods does not change. Yes, very right. It is assumed that all those goods which are substitute, that is those goods which are used in place of each other, and complementary goods which are used with each other, their price does not change. It is just the price of the particular good that the demand for a commodity, same commodity, will change, not due to the price of other related goods, right? Now, taste and preferences of the customers. Yes, the customers liking for a certain product also remains same. It is just due to the price, as I said, that the demand changes. Okay. Further, climatic conditions remain the same, right? Climatic or weather conditions of a particular area are same. They do not affect your quantity demanded. Further, there is no change in the gender, age, status of the customer. Very right. The gender, the age or lifestyle of a customer will remain same. There will be no change in them. It is just the change in the price that will change our demand. Plus, there is no expectation of change in prices in the future. It is expected that there is no change that is expected in the future. The prices will remain constant. Plus, the range of goods which are available to the customer, that is the variety of goods that the customer can avail from the market, will also remain same in the future, right? Now let us understand why a demand curve basically slopes downward. See, there are many reasons of the sloping downward of the demand curve, or it is having a negative slope. See, the first one is income effect. It is basically the change in the real income of the customer. Okay, see, for example, I used to buy 5 kgs of oranges from my income of 500 rupees. Okay, so 1 kg of orange for 100 rupees. Now the price of oranges has gone down by, let's say, 50 rupees. That is, now it is 50 rupees per kg. So I can buy 10 kgs, right? So what does this show? That my real income has increased. So it is basically the income effect that has come into the picture. So here, this is the reason that the demand curve slopes downward. Then the different uses of various commodities. We know that there are certain commodities, especially the dairy products, wherein the uses, or there are a variety of uses of these commodities. So if the price of, let's say, milk goes up, then the demand for other products goes down, right? Other commodities will automatically go down. So it will show the downward downward shape of the demand curve, right? Then the next one is the law of diminishing marginal utility. We all know what law of diminishing marginal utility is, right? In economics, there is a concept of utility, meaning that a customer is getting some satisfaction from consumption of a particular unit of a good. Okay, and if he keeps on consuming that good more and more, then the additional utility derived from each unit will decrease. Okay, so the law of marginal utility says that the as the customer consumes more and more units of a good, the additional utility or the marginal utility keeps on diminishing. Okay, so it is also due to this reason that the demand curve slopes downwards. Then the next reason is size of consumers. See, the reduction in price of a commodity also attracts new customers. This leads to more quantity demanded than before. For example, if the price of a commodity decreases, okay, so it will at the same time attract new customers also, right? Right. So this will lead to the downward slope of the demand curve. Now, what did we understand today? We basically understood the concept of demand. Okay, demand is basically the quantity that the customers are willing to purchase, and also we talked about the quantity demanded, which is actual purchase of the customer. Okay, then law of demand. Yes, law of demand shows the inverse relationship between the price and the quantity demanded, right? When the price goes up, the quantity will go down. Then we further talked about the various important assumptions of the law of demand, like the income of the consumer will remain same, price of related goods like substitute and complementary also does not change, taste and preferences of the consumer remains the same, climatic conditions also remain the same, the gender, the age, status of the customer also remains constant. Plus, it is expected that there will be no change in the price of various commodities in the future. Okay, now why does the demand curve slope downwards? We discussed that it is just because of the income effect also. Okay, it says that our real income will increase or decrease according to the price. Okay, and therefore the demand will change accordingly. Then different uses, various products have different uses, so the price of a commodity will determine its demand, and hence the demand curve will slope downwards. Okay, then we discussed about the law of diminishing marginal utility, which says that the consumer will get the consumer's additional utility will decrease if we consume more and more unit of a commodity. Then size of the customers. Yes, if the price of commodity increases, then the new um, customers can also reduce, and also if the price reduces, new customers can be added. So this will also lead to a downward fall in the demand curve. Okay, now let us practice some questions. According to which reason or what reason the consumer's buying capacity increases even though the income and other factors remain same? See, we discussed that under income effect, when the consumer's buying capacity's real income is increasing and all the other factors are remaining same. So the answer for this would be income effect. Okay, law of diminishing marginal utility is basically the marginal utility which is decreasing with additional consumption of a unit, right? The size of consumers and substitute goods are different things. Okay, which law talks about the utility related or attached to a product. We discussed A, ordinal; B, DMU; C, law of demand; D, indifference curve. Yes, DMU or diminishing marginal utility. Why? Because every unit, when a consumer consumes, it has a utility, okay, some satisfaction for that unit. So the correct answer would be diminishing marginal utility for the same. So thank you so much guys for your time today. Thank you. We'll meet soon. See you soon. Bye.